So a lot of with taking the MindPrint test, you're going to be getting a lot of information, from this test. How easy is it to kind of get like a long-term, like going back and being able to look back at this and kind of get those strategies back on your brain and stuff like that for parents, for students, for kind of everyone, even the tutors?
Yeah. Well, let's start with the tutors themselves. I mean, it's you've got a great tutor, and in partly it's that tutor's job to turn things into habits so that they have long-term benefits and the student doesn't have to try to remember these things. Now, as a parent, there might be a whole range of, like, some of the language is new. There's gonna be a whole range of strategies, but part of what you're gonna get with the MindPrint system through Tutor Doctor is access to an entire toolbox that you can dip into over time. That has all of the strategies there. They're organized by both cognitive skill, they're organized by academic area. And the nice thing about this is, with an achievement test that is testing content, you have to test and test and test and see if progress is made. With a skills-based test, you only have to test once, and then that information is good for years. You might want to come back and retest 2 or 3 years down the road. But once you've been tested and you have the information, that all lives in the system, you can go back in, you can access it. You can, let's say it's a new semester, we've got new teachers. You can deliver this stuff to a new set of teachers. You can dip back in when the subject area changes. It doesn't go away. It's there as a toolbox to make it accessible to you. But then, of course, you've also got a great tutor who's there to be your Sherpa and walk you through all of this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm, as the owner of Tutor Doctor, I mean, there's so much information and resources that are available to me, knowing that I don't have to, I'm learning all the time and I'm growing in my knowledge base and my understanding and so forth. And that's great. But we're continually developing and progressing and bringing more and more tools to bear, in the tutoring experience. And that's exactly why we brought MindPrint. We saw the power of it, right? And we saw how it would differentiate us in the market by delivering outstanding tutoring experiences, to our families. So knowing that we have a database like this that we, the family, the tutor can go to at any time and help themselves and fine tune or reorient, it's great.
Yeah, we mentioned a little while back the neophyte tutor down the street, the college kid around the corner, who can be great and can be helpful. But what you're describing right there, Byron, that's what a professional does. Mm-hmm. Goes out and finds the best tools, has the best information, and knows what to do with it from experience in order to help that student. And that's a big part of what separates professionals who have made a career out of this and are constantly working to hone their craft and stay at the top of their game versus someone who's, doing this for a little extra cash, until they go on to graduate school or whatever the next stage is for them.
Contact Tutor Dr. Albuquerque at 505-545-8500 or go to tutordoctor.com/Albuquerque.